Welcome to my Off-Grid Adventures. I'm Frank, and it's another beautiful day in Michigan. Today I want to talk a little bit about our security cameras that we have throughout our property. We have a few different brands and we have a few different styles and types. We have cellular and we have Wi-Fi. We have a variety of sizes. We also have a number of trail cameras throughout the property. This is the type that I have quite a few of throughout the property. This one is made by SOLIOM. I have some others made by other brands as well. This particular unit is Wi-Fi, but I also have cellular versions of it, and I've been really happy with it. But then on Black Friday, I saw this on sale from Amazon, and it's called the Blink Outdoor 4 security camera, and it's battery powered with lithium AA batteries on the inside. And this claims to have a 2-year battery life without any solar powering it. So that got me thinking, if it's this much smaller, doesn't require the solar panels, which are not only bulky but obvious, and in some cases I want my cameras to be obvious, and in others I want them discreet. So where I want a discreet camera, it's great to have something like this, I hope. But today I want to test it and see how good the cameras are between the two. I also want to check and see the motion detection and the app experience and just see if this is something that I want to purchase more of. I hope it is, because I love the idea of something that is this small. So let's open these boxes up and I'll show you what's inside of them, and then we'll go from there. First, let's take a look at the Blink Outdoor 4 battery-powered smart security camera. And I hope you don't mind that I'm sparing you the unboxing experience of taking all of the paper pieces off and the various pieces of film. This is what you get after you take it out and assemble it and put the batteries in. It also comes with this, which I was surprised by. I just had assumed that this would connect to the Wi-Fi on our property alone, but it doesn't. It has to have this powered all the time. So even though this lasts 2 years, this doesn't charge at all. It has to be plugged in. So you do need to have a power source that is running it. I'm hoping that this doesn't take a whole lot of power. I'll test that in just a moment and we'll see. These are the pieces that it comes with. By the way, this end, if you don't like reading through instructions, this end can be used to open the battery compartment on the back. And there's also some type of a charge port in here. It must be for charging the AA batteries, it looks like, with the USB-C. Then everything just snaps in. This snaps in the back. And then you can have the option of snapping this in from a few different angles. Gotta get that the right way. And then this pivots, and then you screw that in. I'm probably going to screw that into something, but I might use a ratchet strap to hold it onto something outside. If you don't want this second piece, you can also go directly for a smaller mount. You can go like that. Let's test how much power the Blink Sync Module 2 requires in order to run. We're going to do this test with the Anker Powerhouse 767 that I have a separate review on. And I have nothing else plugged into it at this time. Let's see how much draw there is. Okay, you have to look at that small print there. It says 60 Hertz. Let's see if it makes any difference when it's plugged in with the USB. All right, it isn't registering anything, so let me check this on the app. It's odd that nothing even registers within the app for any kind of a draw when this is plugged in. I'm not sure what the minimum is for the Powerhouse to track the draw, but all that I do know is that the monitor on the unit says that it will last over 6 days running just this one module. All right, well, that's the Blink Outdoor 4. Now let's take a look at the SOLIOM. And this is everything that comes with the SOLIOM Wi-Fi solar security camera. These two panels are held together by using this bracket to screw in each of the 4, and then you use this to attach it, and then this turns so that you can move it in different directions, and then you screw this into whatever you're mounting it to. These are your cables that connect the solar to the security camera. This is what you use to charge the security camera before its first use, and they do recommend that you fully charge it first. This plugs in to these. After it's charged, this is what you'll plug into that same USB-C port. Okay, then you use these little screws to attach the plate to the solar panels. Let's head outside with these two security cameras and put them to a real-world test. I'm placing both cameras immediately next to each other, about 10 paces away from a security sign. The reason I'm using a sign as the target for this test is because I want to see how clear each of the letters appear. That'll be a good test of the lenses for each camera. First up is the blink camera. You pinch and zoom on the screen just like you would with your phone in the normal camera app. As you can see, it's a little bit blurry, quite a bit blurry. Now it's the SOLIOM's turn. It appears that the SOLIOM camera lens has an optical zoom instead of just a digital one. At roughly 10 paces, I have to call this a draw. I think both of them are fairly similar in how clear or blurry they are from this distance. Let's move the table up and split this distance in half, so we're about 5 paces away now. From roughly 15 feet, this is what the blink camera looks like. Still blurry, maybe a little bit clear. You can see here that the SOLIOM has a clear advantage at just 5 paces. The third and last test will accomplish two things for us. It will test the long-range visual capacity of the cameras, but it will also check how far the Wi-Fi range is. I'm placing this table at the very outer limits of where the router will reach. Once again, the blink camera is up first. You have a clear picture. We'll pinch and zoom to see how far it will reach. It gets blurrier as you get closer, but still a decent picture. Now let's look at the SOLIOM. The SOLIOM does seem to be the winner at this further distance as well. We're about 30-35 yards away. From this further distance, the SOLIOM's zoom functionality is stronger as well, giving a better image. Let's get out of this cold weather, head inside, and we'll finish our review. So what is the verdict? What do you think after seeing each of these footage comparisons at 5 paces, 10 paces, and about 30 or 35 yards? In my opinion, I do believe the SOLIOM is a higher quality camera. However, I was very surprised by the quality of the blink camera as well. It really depends on how you want to use this. If you want to be discreet and catch people who don't know they're being recorded, then the blink camera might be the solution for you. Let's talk about what these two Wi-Fi cameras have in common. First of all, they're both blurry at certain distances. Neither of them is crystal clear, especially when you're zooming in. They also both have similar range. Both of them were able to reach the outer limits of my Wi-Fi router, which is about 35 yards. The SOLIOM does have a higher quality camera. However, I don't believe that's enough to make it the winner in this comparison. The Blink Outdoor 4 does have some advantages to it. It's cheaper. It's much easier to install. It's more discreet if that's what you're looking for, and I believe that the app is just a little bit more user-friendly than the SOLIOM app. However, there is a disadvantage to the Blink Outdoor 4, and that is that it requires power where the SOLIOM does not. It only requires the solar panels. The Blink Outdoor 4 requires the use of that small transmitter that communicates the signal from the camera to the router. It doesn't drain much power, but you still have to have something that will keep it running. That's the only disadvantage I can think of. In most ways, I would call the Blink Outdoor 4 the winner. However, there are instances where I will continue using the SOLIOM cameras. There are many places on our property where I want it to be clear to trespassers that they're being recorded. In those cases, I will continue to use the SOLIOM Wi-Fi and SOLIOM cellular cameras that we have throughout the land. But when we need something that's discreet and easy to install, I will be using these Blink cameras, and I can think of a number of places where that's going to be the case. So I think they're both strong products, but depending on your budget and your specific needs, you might go with one or the other, or both. I'd love to hear what you think about these two cameras. And if there are any other security cameras that are Wi-Fi or cellular that you've had good experience with, please let me know about them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more how-to videos, product reviews and content about living off-grid in Michigan. Thank you for watching.